Hello, my dear friend. Welcome back to day number 12. Today I thought I'm going to bring some smelly roses because the saying says, go smell the roses, meaning take some time, relax, reflect, and just be. And that is very important as well. So I take one more sniff, put them down there, and yes, just as a reminder, we oftentimes just run around like headless chickens, and it's really important to also sit down, reflect, and just be for a little bit, and maybe think about something or don't think about anything, just be, because the world is so crazy sometimes, and we forget. So it's all in the balance. All right. So this is how I want to open up with the beautiful roses, and let's see what happens with that urge that Linda had with picking up that seed that this guy in Los Angeles, what he planted into her. All right. Let's go and find out. Day number 12. Welcome back. All righty. So, within the first 2 weeks, to my surprise, suddenly came to face the urge to slowly start letting my acting dream cat out of its bag, as the planted seed meanwhile found itself nurtured and strong enough to get presented to some hand-picked souls. What? Are you sure? Alrighty then. My very first choice therefore instantly fell for my always supportive and optimistic bear friend, who reacted absolutely joyous and encouraging about what his oracles perceived. Yai and strike. Well, and with this from my heart led take an action step, the beloved universe anew already had its interesting plans ready for little Linda, further swimming against the current journey ahead. As this particular friend happened to be the owner of my by then considered new home gym, he on his end found himself simultaneously busy with preparing his then girlfriend for her upcoming fitness figure competition organized by the Swiss Natural Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation, SNBF. Now, as one rule of this yearly held event happens to be that each winner of every category automatically finds itself getting eligible to attend the usually 1 week after in New York City held World Natural Bodybuilding Federation WNBF competition. It suddenly dawned on little Linda during our ongoing conversation that our wonderful matching Big Apple coincidence adventure in progress happened to actually be in tune with with my already forged new game plan of allowing myself to, 1, dive into a further secretive other planet scouting ride in order to ensure hands-on that 2, a drastic change like this would really be what my soul desired to experience next, before 3, jumping into the unknown just like that. Ha! At least last time this formula revealed itself to have been quite useful, right? Wink. With all this information in mind, my soul therefore instantly felt triggered to propose a Milli Vanilli-like all-or-nothing pact to the magical universe in order for it to lead and orchestrate my soul through this entire acting chapter progress the way it was supposed to unfold for little Linda from here on. Boom. And this is what my soul proposed to the lovely universe. Right then, as this SNBF NYC occasion happened to be only 4 more months away, I therefore informed the trustworthy universe that I right in that second was going to hand it over all the power in regards of this never-ending ultimate childhood dream vision of mine, so that it would be finding itself enabled to fully take over my destiny's path, and that I would trust it full on with the outcome. Boom. If my friend would end up as the lucky winner in her category, I therefore, for that reason, would be taking the swing from the magical universe, accompany her vessel to the Big Apple, and take a closer look at this knife option at hand. And if she would end up with a lower rank, I then in that case would go ahead, drop this the other planet vision immediately, and would be putting Germany on top of my checking out list instead. Okay, deal. All or nothing, push. Let's do it. Once November hit, my vessel as intended found itself amongst the many SNBF visitors in Horken, Zurich, in order to 1. Support their girlfriends on stage, and to also 2. Find out more about the lovely universe's plans at hand in regards of the course of my own further living on Earth game ride. Hui! This event definitely transformed itself into quite an intense and nervous journey, my lovely co-traveler. This much I can tell you. Ha! Thank God that my soul already found herself very familiar with this spectacle's entire process, as little Linda during its November 2002 happening suddenly felt an impulse to take on this very expanding, challenging, and with discipline-filled adventure herself in the same category, which occasion therefore enabled for my life toolbox to get extended with many more valuable ingredients throughout the entire year of 2003. Yay! And thanks. Now, as soon as those sizzling seconds of the almost second and first place participant announcement arrived, my heart suddenly began its own beating contest against my tenser and transforming vessel, whilst my soul truly realized that she really, really wanted to continue her living on Earth adventures in New York City, and that therefore my friend simply had to win. Help! Like in trance, little Linda then immediately closed her eyes and nervously started an inner she has to win, she simply has to win, please monologue, while her hands folded themselves into one unit. Then, a few seconds later, the moment finally arrived, during which the winner's name got announced loud and clear through all the many speakers placed throughout the hall. And the winner was my friend. Woo! Yay! Woohoo! Hearing her name evoked this instant feeling within my vessel, as if little Linda just won the lottery. New York City and you, my never-ending ultimate childhood dream vision, here I come. Strike! Thank you, you wonderful universe, thank you. Then, 6 days later, my vessel, as intended, set foot on Newark, New Jersey's airport's ground, and accompanied, as promised, my winner friends and one of a girlfriends of hers for some fun Big Apple adventures, which they mainly filled with her WNBF preparation task, and I with mine, whenever possible. Yup. And certainly little Linda did as planned. Hold on to her secretive The Other Planet scouting quest information, as this choice simply felt as the one for my stronger growing acting dream seed, at least for now. Step by step, one by one, easy breezy, exactly. My first secret mission, of course, ended up being that planned visit at the New York Film Academy. Once my vessel exited one of the many subway existing entrances at Union Square, I remember how my head instinctively turned itself to its left-hand side once up, and how the wanted red flag with its white New York Film Academy spelling letters immediately appeared in the distance. What? Red and white again? Ha! That just reminds me of my beloved saving sock and of Switzerland's national colors. How interesting, right? Well, in this NIFA life connecting moment, a new triggered little Linda's heart to jump up and down out of excitement, with the further added special effect of her breath stopping for 2 or 3 counts, lol, and off my vessel then headed towards my targeted spot. Once I found myself placed in front of the desired building, this reality check certainly made my soul feel as if she somehow just fell into an unexpected dreamlike state of mind truth. Wow, Was my vessel truly standing right here in front of this particular acting school that my eyes somehow stumbled upon during my original started Zurich Film Sound School researching task over 1 year ago? Boah, this all very much simply felt surreal and also oh so good. Ha! After my awareness shifted back into the now moment, I then, equipped with a deep breath, decided to continue my mission by 1, diving right into my next big life-changing moment at hand, and therefore 2, stepped inside of the building, 3, walked towards the front desk of this New York Film Academy, 4, introduced myself to an Albert, 5, quickly shared my intentions, and therefore 6, immediately got asked by his soul to follow his vessel upstairs to the first floor to where all the office spaces were located at, and to there where I finally felt prompted to 7, exhale, pooh, done, yay. Once our both vessels sat across from one another in 2 red lounge leather seats, little Linda then, as a next step, was given the opportunity to address all her open questions and concerns in regards of her never-ending acting dream topic, and as for it so often to be happening with those male souls, Alberts as well went ahead by adding his own magical touch into the mix and smoothly succeeded to dismantle one doubt after another until little Linda ran out of any further excuses and exit door options. Abracadabra, which left me with the reality check that I just found myself stripped down to the truth that my soul literally found herself only 1 more action step away from embarking onto my just reappeared personal acting dream S-Express train at its station. Wow! The whole world right then literally stood still for a few seconds, whilst little Linda found herself busy trying to grasp all the magic that was taking place within and around her vessel. Boah, was that it? Did just burst that special door wide open, which I perceived as safely locked throughout basically all little Linda's adventurous living on Earth game travels? Wow! And right then, I suddenly noticed my inner voice's wonderful supporting words. Yes, Linda, that's it. Thy wish is my command. Your ultimate childhood acting dream is yours. Take it if you still want it. This is your desired doorway in. Now it's up to you what you make out of it. All or nothing, right? Yes, and that indeed was correct. Filled with excitement and lots of respect towards this newly transforming and still in progress existing reality check, my soul then went ahead, updated Alberts that his just successfully dismantled all my many fears and doubts on that matter, and that I therefore found myself with only 1 option left at hand. My application for an upcoming 1-year acting program with them. What? Did my soul truly just spill out these magical words, which I believed to say for another Living on Earth game ride in a different vessel? Woohoo! Yes, she did. How amazing this whole NIFA excursion exercise simply made little Linda feel. Strike! After thanking Albert for his kind help, my vessel then happily ever after stepped back outside into the cold and into Manhattan's vivacious and pulsating vibes, to where little Linda instantly felt the urge to reveal to its many avenues and streets that this was it, and that her vessel would be returning next year in order to finally pursue her never-ending soul childhood dream, right here at the New York Film Academy. Yeehaw! Filled with many powerful heaven on earth emotions, I then headed towards the right across the avenue held Union Square Farmers Market, began my inspirational journey of what I could be purchasing in my very near future, before my vessel happily kept floating up north on cloud number 9 towards the Garment District and Times Square, where Little Linda's Hat Cinema already found itself busy running its updated Not Even the Sky's the Limit trailer. Wink. Then, soon after a joyful and purring reunion with my beloved roommate Gina, my soul as a next step decided to begin with the creation of a newly needed game plan for my further required stepping stone steps to walk upon on my this chosen acting, uncertainty, complete life change crossroad path. Whee! And this task certainly cost little Linda some more respect, as she knew that this newly opened doorway would be changing everything that she knew. For good. Oh boy. A "so let's then" turned out to be my positivity card attitude trick, by furthermore deciding to simply courageously keep on moving forward, as the beloved universe after all led my soul to this point and path, which therefore required my trust as an actress to act upon its given directions. Okay, action. After the successful map creation of what needed to get materialized next, I found myself left with 7 essential needed transitioning tasks at hand, which included the 1, filing my NIFA application, the 2, waiting for my acceptance letter, the 3, quitting my job and apartment with the each agreed 3 months notice period, the 4, applying for a student visa, the 5, finding a new home sweet home base in Manhattan for the time being, the 6, putting all my belongings, including my car, into storage, plus the 7, finding a new family for my beloved fluffy sniffy action steps, sniff. Well, and the latter definitely revealed itself as my toughest chore at hand, as little Linda 1 became roommate with Gina ever since her vessel moved into her new home in Oberach, right after her return from Charlotte in 1996, which therefore made her, too, feel very sad to leave her baby and travel companion of almost 10 years behind, and this even more so, as she, 3, found herself unsure of if her Swiss-German cat language explanation skills were enough for him to really understand why her vessel soon would be disappearing out of his reality into a never-ending new living on Earth game adventure held on another planet. Oh boy, sniff. Speaking of boy, my Gina's soul in fact used to be living in a male recognized vessel, which I ended up adopting from my Oberach roommate right after we decided to end our rental agreement as part of my then upcoming Swissair chapter optimization stepping stone action step. Yep. Well, and this sex accident actually occurred during the night of which another former roommate brought this cute, fluffy red and white kitty cat home into Oberach. What? Red and white again? What's up with that combination? For real? This reappearing coincidence certainly is starting to trigger little Linda's curiosity. Anyway, as this other roommate apparently was told by Gina's previous former dad that this few months young kitty happened to be a thus far nameless female creation, he therefore instantly named his new lady Gina, and found himself quite baffled once the vet told him differently a few days later. LOL. Cute. Well, and as Gina fitted this sensitive, gentle, and adorable fella just fine, he ended up keeping his name and got nicknamed Schnüffeli and Sniffy by little Linda as soon as he moved in with her into their new Botikhofen home a few years later, as sniffing on everything happened to be one of his favorite fun fact activities. Well, besides sleep, besides sleeping, eating, purring, watching the birds outdoors via the window, or to cuddle with his new mommy, of course. Wink. My Sniffy, with no doubt, used to be an amazing companion, my baby, and remains as another hard-missed extended family member of mine, who meanwhile is accompanying little Linda's many living on Earth game adventures alongside with my father. Love. And therefore, the finding a good home for my precious baby boy task revealed itself as the most important one for my soul, which prompted the wonderful universe to send us the perfectly ideal solution our way. Yeehaw! As soon as the word of my newly forged plans started to cruise around in my neighborhood, one of my lovely neighbors therefore soon happily approached me with the information that a mutual friend who happened to get along with my Sniffy very well showed his strong interest in 1, moving into my apartment, 2, in keeping Gina as his roommate, and in further 3, buying my curtains. Boom and boah! How cool was that? Yay! Of course, this changing of the guard's proposal turned into the most perfect solution for everyone involved, which ensured a very smooth transition for my baby boy and the certainty for little Linda that her Sniffy would be blessed with a new, loving and caring roomie, whom he knew and loved very much as well. Ah, thank you. Before I started to put all these many collected wheels into motion, though, I, as a next step, needed to fully take care of this reappeared heart versus head tango contest, which certainly infused little Linda with some undesired, uncomfortable, and confusing emotions. Again, oh boy! Yes, and as Miss Fear, as usual, decided to get things done her way, she therefore came to the conclusion to throw an oh so helpful, "Am I really and truly doing the right thing?" question into my way, by further underlining that these many mapped out action steps, after all, would be changing everything, with no return ticket in sale ever once this entire shifting process got set into motion. Oof, so true. Even though my heart and soul remained strong in their knowledge that this universal felt choice was it, I at times still ended up paying a little bit too much attention to this sneaky head voice of mine that determinedly kept on trying to stop little Linda from her courageous and dangerous plans at hand, which as a result led her to secretly wish for some on the horizon appearing cones. Help! Anybody? Fact was that I found myself about to pop this wonderfully over the past decade created comfort and safety zone bubble, and that reality check felt truly scary and amazing in one breath. Well, and the probably most caused difficulty at hand turned out to be the truth that my vessel this time around would be taking off for a never-ending declared period, as my soul already knew that the United States would be turning into my new chosen home country indefinitely. Yup, and for that reason, this new outlook of mine kept on running its therefore created head cinema clip in its replay modus that showcased Linda wartenweiler's vessel jumping right over the edge into an unknown, wild and free state of falling experience. Ah, help! Little Linda truly needed a helping hand in order to shift that somewhat stuck switch back into her smoothly flowing heart overhead desired state of mind channel, for which achievements therefore only left room for one success formula I pick. Yes, amazing Nena. Ha! My mission this time around therefore ended up being the scanning exercise of all her many shared songs for those to my soul very effective, resonating, valuable clues and encouraging words as of how to start anew, how to step over one's fears, how to stay positive, and most importantly, how to do me. Boom. My final kick and shift in this whole preparation process at hand, I found myself experiencing right after watching the newly purchased Nena featuring Nena concert DVD, which got recorded back in 2002. Yes, spending almost 2.5 magical hours straight live with my newly adapted heroess in my living room truly filled my cup up with lots of love, joy, confidence, inspiration, courage, determination, certainty, and with the result of experiencing my within slumbering and well-hidden inner artist longing to burst out of its shell already. Yay, it worked! Thank you. Once I found little Linda equipped with all that to her right reasons and emotions to finally set these many collected wheels into motion, she then eagerly went ahead with the first marked to-do task, picked June 2006 as her starting date, and therefore as a next step found herself filling out the in the brochure placed application from her desired 1-year acting program held at the New York Film Academy in New York City. Wow, was this truly true? Yes. Then, on the following evening, December 18th, 2005, it marked, I remember very vividly how my hand found itself secretly slipping this very precious envelope into a local yellow post office mailbox on my way home from work. Done. Off it went. First task completed. Yay. The ball officially found itself rolling a little bit faster by then, and with it the never-ending waiting period for its approval began its course as well. Daily little Linda therefore quickly would be checking her mailbox first thing after work in the hopes for another yellow envelope to appear in front of her eyes, which would have traveled all the way from New York City to Botikhofen. Well, in this exercise, I kept on practicing diligently day in, day out, week in, week out, without the desired result. After another few weeks of this patience-enhancing skill workout, I decided by mid-January 2006 that this arrival of this desired letter took way too long, and therefore instantly reached out to NIFA via an email in order to find out more about their whereabouts. Now guess what happened? Yep, my application apparently never made it onto their desk, which ended up being the news that my soul expected to read from their end. Oof, and yay! Very relieved and happy, I therefore found little Linda once she got filled with the knowledge that this desired ultimate childhood acting dream door presented itself still wide open for her to enter. Anytime, perfect. Quickly, I therefore as a next step went ahead, decided to this time make use of the to me still kind of new existing online application option and sent it out with even more convincement that this door was the one that my soul desired to walk through next. Woohoo! Thank you for this powerful organized delay, wink. Then, on the following day, the desired confirmation notice for little Linda's acceptance into their in June 2006 held 1-year acting program already found itself sitting in my online placed mailbox, which filled my vessel with a mix of possibly every positive available emotion. LOL, with a loud and startled, "Wow! What just happened? Did I, Linda Wartenweiler, just get accepted to an 8 months acting studying adventure on the other side of the world, on this other planet? OMG, is this really happening right now, or is this simply a wild dream? Somebody poke me, please. Gina?" Narration on this right in front of her eyes occurring life-changing reality shift. It suddenly hit my soul what was happening to her at that very now moment. Wow! Somehow I truly just managed to metamorphose myself into one of those lucky ones from this other planet to little Linda's almost 3 decades dated acting dream just manifested itself into Linda wartenweiler's living on Earth game ride experience, which updates therefore proves to me that 3 dreams do come true, guaranteed. Holy cow! And right then, the encouraging "don't dream your life, live your dream" quote, my soul quickly adapted as her new companion by further releasing some "yee-ha-ha, New York, here I come" shouting sounds. That's right, and that is the end of this chapter, and tomorrow we'll find a new chapter. And of course, it is always like that. You want something so badly, and then you're in a good mood, and then like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then all of a sudden, the head comes in again, and then, messes with you, right? And that sucks. We all know that. The head and the heart and the head and the heart. And we always listen too often to this head voice. The head voice, But we'll learn a lot more about this, about the head and the heart. But it is important. Follow your heart, because it knows already what it wants. Really, the heart is the key. All right? So lots of shadows today. It's a little later today. My lighting is a little bit different. So it's a sunset. That means we got to go to bed soon. Yes. Follow your heart. Leave the head. Look, the head here. The head. It is just stopping you because it wants to save you from your good. And your heart wants to give you the good. So follow your heart no matter what. But, I did the same. Back and forth and back and forth. But also I'm a Gemini. We go back and forth and back and forth. Not sure if that is even more so, but yeah, that's what we do. We Geminis. Yes, we Geminis. It just got cut off. The camera just caught me off. Anyway, yes, we go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So anyway, what I was saying, I was talking still and you were gone. I didn't even realize it, that I hit the button. Anyway, so what I wanted to say is I want to remind you again about the roses. Go smell those roses. They're really yummy. Go find some roses in the store tomorrow or today. Smell them. In a garden, wherever. If it's winter time, then I don't know, whatever you can do. But find those roses. And remember, take your time for yourself, from the world, from everything, from internet, from the phone. Just everything on silent. And maybe silent your head. And just smell the roses. All right, so I want to leave you with that. I will see you soon. Hopefully tomorrow, another time, whenever. And yes, and always remember, do you. Follow your heart. Do you follow your dream and smell the roses. Let's see if the roses smell the roses. All right, see you soon. Take care and be safe out there. All right, thank you. I really appreciate you being here and being you. All right, goodbye. Bye-bye.